We're getting set for second half action here at New England College Bridges Gymnasium. We witnessed an outstanding first half on both ends of the court by the New England College Pilgrims as they lead Framingham State by a score of 33-27. And we apologize for the audio difficulties we had in the first half. I know you were able to see the game, just not able to hear it. But good performance by the Grims as they out-rebounded Framingham State 22-16 in that opening half. And the Grims turned the ball over just 3 times in that opening half as compared to 8 for Framingham State. And much of that due to the outstanding and tenacious defense by New England College in that opening half. Leading the way for New England College with 11 points is Alex Williams. Mike Strazieri with 2, Nick Gameau with 4, Jason Stovall with 3. Tyson Lee off the bench with 9 points and a couple of steals, along with 3 rebounds, as Lee was a big spark off the bench for the Grims in that opening half and helped propel them to a 9-point lead at one stage late in the first half. Now a 6-point lead as we get set for the second half with the Grims up 33-27 here at Bridges Gym. As Vachon will put the ball in play into Myers. I should say Hayes, rather. Beg your pardon. Hayes gives it off to Philliston. Back to Hayes. Hayes, the point guard. Guarded there by Strazieri. Gives off to Vachon. Vachon driving, puts it up off the glass. No good, but he was fouled. First foul of the second half goes to Nick Gameau. I do believe, yes. Picking up his first of the ball game. Oh, Vachon on the line for a pair. First one good. Vachon with the 11 points in the ball game for Framingham State. Grims committed just 5 fouls in that opening half. Misses the second one, and Williams pulls down the rebound. Alex Williams playing an outstanding first half for the Grims with 11 points. Strazieri to Hills. Grims in the first half were 4 of 14 rather from 3-point range. Williams 16-footer is good. Alex Williams now with 13 in the ball game. He's swinging around the perimeter. On it is St. Jean. Hands off there to Philliston. Philliston puts it up off the glass, no good. And a foul whistled against the Grims. Grims up by 7 here, early going in the second half. We played a minute and 9 seconds. Second foul on the Grims here in the second half. And the shot up and good by Philliston. Now has 6 points in the ball game. McLeod picking up the foul for the Grims. His first. Philliston made them both. He got 7 points in this one. He's averaging 19.3 for the season. Gameau with it out deep. Nick Gameau. Grims with the ball. Gameau on the baseline. Picked up there by Philliston. Now Hills with it. Hills on the dribble. Back to Gameau. Williams head fakes. And his pass is stolen away by Hayes. Hayes down low to St. Jean, double teamed. Vachon swings it around. Curley for 3. Curley with his third triple, and Charlie Mason, sensing things starting to get away from the Grims here early in the second half, calls a timeout here with the Grims up by 2 over the Framingham State University Rams. Grims' largest lead of the ball game. Game late in the first half. With 37 seconds remaining, the Grims had a 9-point lead over Framingham State late in that first half. And you might recall in their home opener against Norwich this year, the Grims had a 13-point second half lead that slipped away, and Norwich eventually won that one 71-63. So Charlie Mason calling a very wise timeout here before things start to slip away more. Grims still up by 2 with 18:07 remaining here in the second half. Grims will be back in action on Tuesday night at Plymouth State University, and the next home game will be Tuesday the 26th against Lesley University right here at Bridges Gym. Okay, Grims will inbound. Gamo will put the ball in play. Gets it into Hills as the defensive intensity is picked up here in the second half for Framingham State. Williams with it. Williams on the perimeter. Williams drives, double pumps, lays it up and in. Alex Williams now with 15 for the Grims. And the lead is up to 4. Hayes with it. Vachon on the dribble, swings it around back to Hayes. Now to St. Jean, double team. Straightaway 3 is up and good by Vachon. Vachon hitting his third triple of the ball game. He now has 14. Strazieri in the backcourt to Hills. Quickly ahead to Strazieri. Now driving Gamo. Gamo on the baseline. Back to Strazieri. And swinging around to Hills, to Williams. Thought about a 3. McLeod at the elbow has it stolen away by Vachon. Vachon for 3. No good. Rebound underneath. Loose. Here comes Hills with it. Hills quickly over the timeline. Behind the back dribble. Back out to McLeod. McLeod to Strazieri. Hills. Hills back to Strazieri. To Gamo. They swing it around to Alex Williams. Grims with the ball, leading by 1. On the elbow. McLeod, ball stolen away. Turnover by the Grims. Underneath Philliston with the jam. And another timeout whistled by Charlie Mason as Framingham State has taken a 38-37 lead. The Grims took exceptionally good care of the basketball in that opening half. They, as I pointed out, only committed 3 turnovers in that opening half, and I think they've already committed 3 in this one, as the defensive intensity has picked up for Framingham State University. As the Rams, who trailed it by 9 with less than a minute to go in the opening half, now lead it by 1 at 38-37. We've played 3 minutes and 40 seconds here of the second half. Now we'll see who comes out on the court for New England College. We mentioned Thyson Lee, big spark plug off the bench in that opening half, and he has entered the ball game. Stovall is out there, Strazieri, Williams, and Monteo. Lee will put the ball in play to Stovall. Pressure in the backcourt again. Stovall. Head to Strazieri. Strazieri with it on the dribble. Stovall. Williams swings it around to Lee. Lee back to Williams. Williams in the paint. Back out to Strazieri. Driving, stop and pop in the paint. Good! Mike Strazieri with his second field goal of the day. Grims back on top by one. Hayes with it, hands it off to St. Jean. Now driving Vachon, puts it up off the glass, and we got a blocking foul called here on Stovall. Stovall picks up number 2, but it's number 3 on the Grims here with only 4:25 expired in the second half, and Vachon will be on the line for a pair. He's 1 out of 2 from the charity stripe today. Game now tied at 39. Back in comes Sean O'Keefe. Strazieri goes to the bench. Williams goes to the bench. Also in for the Grims is Jalen Francis. As Vachon makes them both, he has 16 points in the ball game to lead Framingham State. Pressure in the backcourt again. Stovall with it. Stovall back out it goes to Francis. Francis to Stovall. He's swinging around to Lee. Lee driving the baseline, and he's fouled. Hayes will pick up the foul. That is his first on the team in the second half. Lee will inbound underneath, and a foul against Philliston. And Monteo will go to the line and shoot a pair. Philliston picking up number 4. Philliston averaging 19.3 points per game, along with 6 rebounds, has 4 personal fouls in this one. Monteo on the line. Monteo looking to tie it up here, as Philliston goes to the bench with 4 personals. Monteo makes the second one. 5 in the game. We're tied at 40. Hayes on the dribble. And swinging around the perimeter. Back up top to St. Jean. Now Curley with it. Underneath the Vachon. Vachon throws it away out of bounds. And the Rams turn it over, tied at 40. Played just about 5 minutes here in the second half. They have a good one for you here on this Saturday afternoon in Henniker. Stovall into the forecourt, trapped, gets it away. O'Keefe, no good. Rebound tipped up and controlled by Lee. Good job underneath as well by Monteo. 3-pointer no good by Francis. And we get a rebounding foul. With 14:40 to go here in the second half. Foul assessed to Monteo, his second, 4 on the team. And we played just a little over 5 minutes. Grims did not commit many fouls, just 5 in that opening half. Curley. Down low, St. Jean in the paint. Pitches back out. Hayes swings it around. Curley for 3. Up no good. Rebound tipped around. And the Stovall, it appeared Stovall lost it out of bounds, but they say last touched by Hayes. No, we're tied at 40. Here's Stovall quickly into the forecourt. Out to Francis, Jalen Francis for Lee. O'Keefe drops it off in the paint. Stovall trapped underneath. The ball goes out of bounds. They say last touched by the Grims. Tied at 40, just under 14 minutes to go as O'Keefe and Monteo go to the bench. Hills back in along with Williams for the Grims. Also in the ball game, Ryan Cuvier for New England College. Lee is out there as well with Francis. for New England College in this 40-40 tie. Hayes with it. Hands it off to Johnson. On it there is Okafor. We get a foul on the Grims, and that's number 5. And we've played only 6 minutes and 16 seconds of this second half. Francis picks up his second foul. 2 fouls assessed to Framingham State. Vashon driving. Pitches off. Curley in the corner. Hayes. Air ball. Ball tipped around. Recovered by Johnson. Johnson to Vashon. Vashon's 3 is an air ball as well. And the Grims will take over. As Hills will put the ball in play. 40-40, we were up by 7, the Grims were. 33-27 at the intermission. They had a 9-point lead late in the first half. Now Lee with it. Driving the baseline. Lee, layup is up, and it's not going to count because he was fouled on the way in. So that'll be foul number 3 on Framingham State. Oh. And another foul underneath. Vashon on the foul. His first. 4 on the team. Cuvier on the line for the first time today. Short. Looking to put the Grims on top. 5 fouls on the Grims already. Played less than 7 minutes. 4 on Framingham State. Both shots missed by Cuvier. Now into the forecourt. It's Hayes. Tied at 40. Hayes on the dribble. Dishes off to Vashon. Burley. Now Johnson with it. Driving on Williams. Johnson's reverse layup, no good. Williams pulls it down. Alex into the forecourt. Tied at 40. Lee with it. Roby straight away for 3. No good. Rebound tipped around, and the Grims get it back. Hills drives, pitches back out. 3-pointer, no good. That one taken by Roby. Here comes Hayes into the forecourt. Hayes to Johnson. Johnson driving on Hills. Double team, ball knocked away. Good D on the baseline there by the Grims. 12-12 to go. .21 seconds left on the shot clock for Framingham State. Vashon with it out deep. One of their big guns. Philliston on the bench. Layup. And offensive foul whistled on Vashon. That'll be number 2 on Vashon and number 5 on Framingham State as Mike Strazieri comes back into the ball game for the Grims. Lee goes to the bench. Gameau puts the ball in play. Strazieri into the forecourt. Driving Strazieri underneath. Lay it up, no good by Cuvier, and we get a foul in the rebounding action against the Grims. Going to go against Cuvier. It'll be his first. 6 on the team. And now any foul committed by the Grims will result in free throws for Framingham State. Still tied at 40. 11:40 to go. Straight away, Curley for 3. No good. Rebound underneath. Alex Williams. Strazieri with it. Ahead to Williams. Williams driving. Puts it up off the glass and good! Alex Williams now with 17. to lead all scorers in this one. And the Grims back up by 2. Hayes with it. Hands it off to Okafor. And foul number 7 of the half called on the Grims. So this will result in a 1-and-1 for Framingham State. So going to the line will be Joshua Daniel Okafor for the first time today. A 1-and-1 opportunity here for Okafor. First one up, it's good. Okafor now looking to tie it up for the Rams of Framingham State University out of Massachusetts. Stovall checking back in for the Grims as Hills goes to the bench. One more for Okafor. 7 fouls on the Grims, 5 for the Rams. Okafor missed the second opportunity. We get a rebounding foul called, and I think it's going to be on Vachon. Vachon picks up his 3rd. That is number 6 on Framingham State. Stovall with it. Tries to advance it. Gets it ahead to Strazieri. Mike Strazieri with it. Gameau thought about a 3. Now drives the baseline. Gameau still with it. On the dribble. Pitches back out to Stovall. Strazieri with it to Stovall. Stovall bumped by Hayes to Strazieri. Now Strazieri straight away 3. No good. Rebound Williams underneath. Lay it up and in. Alex Williams has been a monster underneath for the Grims in this one, and the Grims regain a 3-point lead at 44-41. Vachon, no good. Rebound, foul called on the Rams, and that's going to result in a 1-and-1 for New England College, as that's number 7 on Framingham State. Foul called against Calhoun, Javon Calhoun out of New Haven, Connecticut, and 1-and-1 for Monteo. And the first one up and good. One more for Luke Monteo, a freshman, out of Wilmington, Mass. And he makes them both. Nice shooter's touch on that one. So, Grims back up by 5. Their lead was 6 at the intermission. Now it's a 5-point lead, and every foul will be shot now by both teams. Hayes guarded by Stovall, who's done a very good job defensively today for the Grims. Went in there, and Monteo is called on the foul. It'll be his 3rd, as he just grazed St. Jean. But the foul was called. And this will result in a 1-and-1 for St. Jean. First time for St. Jean to the line today, averaging 16.8 points per game. Monteo goes to the bench, and back in is Aiden McLeod. One-on-one here for Joshua St. Jean out of Lynn, Massachusetts, and Lynn English High School. Foul number 8 called on New England College. Here's the front end of the 1-on-1. It's up and hits the back of the iron and goes through. for St. Jean. St. Jean at the line for the first time today, has 3 points in the game. 10:15 to go. Second one up, no good. Rebound up in the air, goes out of bounds, and let's see. Timeout on the court with 10-12 remaining, 46-42. Grims on top by 4 against a very strong Framingham State University team, but one of their key components, Kyle Philliston, senior out of North Plainfield, New Jersey, 6'5", and a real force out there, averaging 19.3 points a game, is on the sidelines with 4 personal fouls. And let's see when head coach Donald Morris Jr. decides to bring Philliston back into the ball game with 4 personal fouls. Both teams in the bonus right now, as the Pilgrims have committed 8 fouls in the half, 7 for Framingham State University. The Rams coming in at 3-1 on the season. The Grims looking for their first win of the year. Ball will be put in play by Vachon from the sideline. 20 seconds left on the shot clock. Stolen by Stovall. Stovall with the steal of the inbound pass to Williams. Williams driving, pitches back out, and we get a foul in the paint. As we approach the midway mark of the second half, Grims up by 4. Foul goes on Hayes. It's number 2 on Hayes. Williams at the line. Misses the front end of the 1-1. Williams, 19 points. Grims by 4. Vachon swings it around. Back in the ball game is Philliston. St. Jean turnaround shot, no good. And the rebound pulled down by Lee. Lee down court pass for Stovall to Williams. Lay it up and in. What great ball movement there by the Pilgrims. Alex Williams now with 21 points, and the Grims lead it by 6. Hayes guarded by Stovall. Philliston with it for 3. No good. Long rebound to Williams. Williams has been a force today for the Grims, who lead it by 6. Strazieri to Lee. Lee driving in the paint. Lee, bounce pass underneath, reverse layup is good by McLeod. Aiden McLeod getting on the score sheet. Grims lead it by 8. On the dribble, it's Gann. Gann to Philliston. Now St. Jean with it. St. Jean, Philliston for 3, and he hits it. He's playing with 4 personal fouls. Grims lead is 5. Stovall, Strazieri for 3. Bingo! Mike Strazieri out of Pembroke Academy, putting the Grims up by 8. St. Jean with it out deep for Framingham State. St. Jean battling underneath in the paint. He's fouled, and he'll go to the line and shoot a pair. With 8:11 to go. Good defense down there by McLeod, but call for a foul. And St. Jean will be on the line. He's 1 out of 2 from the stripe today. Two shots here. First one up and good. St. Jean now with 4 points in the game, averaging 16.8. Williams goes to the bench along with Stovall, probably not for long. One more shot for St. Jean. Made them both. 6-point lead, that's what it was at the half for the Grims. Strazieri into the forecourt. And he's called for steps. .802 to go here in the second half. Hayes. Vachon. Curley swings it back out to Hayes, guarded by Strazieri. Hayes, driving ball knocked away. Last touched by the Grims. 18 seconds left on the shot clock. Hayes will put the ball in play. Drive of the baseline by Vachon to bring Framingham State back to within 4. Strazieri into the forecourt. Trapped. Back out it goes to Lee. Lee moving in the paint, gets it underneath. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Rams of Framingham State. Stovall checks back in. Grims will inbound on the baseline. Stovall puts it in play. McLeod back to Stovall. Gameau. Lee stepped on the baseline. So the Grims turn it over now with 7:25. Williams getting set to come back into play. Alex Williams knew he wouldn't be on the bench for very long. Lee goes to the bench. 4-point lead for the Grims. Hayes into the forecourt, hands it off to Philliston. Now they swing it around. Curley, guarded by Hills, and a three-pointer up and good by Philliston. It's now a 1-point game. Philliston playing with 4 personal fouls, now with 15 points for the Rams of Framingham State. A nail-biter today at the Bridges Gym on the campus of New England College in Henniker, New Hampshire. Great to have you along with us. Next up for the Grims will be a Tuesday night game at Plymouth State University. That will tip off at 6 o'clock. The next home game for the Grims here at Bridges Gym will be a week from Tuesday against Lesley University. But the business at hand is this game. A nail-biter between the 3-1 Framingham State University Rams and the 0-2 New England College Pilgrims. The Grims had a 7-point lead at the intermission, their largest lead of the game. Came with less than a minute remaining in the opening half when they led it by 9. That was cut to 6 by a three-pointer late in the second half by Framingham State, but the Grims still with the lead here at Bridges Gymnasium on this Saturday afternoon. Out there for the Grims right now, it is Gameau, Stovall, Williams, McLeod, and Hills. Stovall with it to Gameau. Now under 7 minutes to go. Second half. Hills with it to Williams. They swing it around to Stovall. Stovall. Now Williams with it. Williams in the paint. Underneath and lay it up and in. McLeod on a great pass from Williams. Hayden McLeod with his second bucket. 3-point lead. Philliston with it. Working on Williams. Philliston puts it up. No good. Philliston gets his own rebound, but goes out of bounds. Last touched by the Grims with 12 seconds left on the shot clock. Grims by 3, 6:23 to go here in the second half. Putting the ball in play It'll be Curley. Curley puts it in play to Hayes, guarded by Stovall. Stovall's done a great job defensively today. Vachon to Philliston. Philliston, stop and pop. And it's good. That's a two-pointer. That was inside the three-point line. Philliston now with 17. It's a one-point lead for the Grims. They have the ball with 6 minutes to go in the second half. Hills with it. Back out to Stovall. Stovall driving the baseline. On it now for the Grims is Williams. Williams driving toward the hoop. Lay it up and in. Another strong move for the hole by Alex Williams, who now has 23 points in the ball game. Three-point lead for the Grims. Curley with it. Good D again here by the Grims. Their intensity has been strong all afternoon long. Philliston guarded there by Williams. Underneath to Vachon. Vachon fall away shot off the glass, but no basket. No basket. I believe they called a 3-second violation on Framingham State with 5:07 to go. Grims by 3 with the basketball. Hills. They swing it around. Gameau. Williams. Alex Williams. Pass winds up in the hands of his teammate Monteo. Williams drives the baseline, pitches back out. Three-pointer, no good. Taken by Stovall. Williams again underneath, and he got fouled. Williams, oh man, has he been dominant under the glass today. Williams will go to the line. Foul charge to Curley. Williams misses the first opportunity. 23 points today for Alex. Lee back in. Gameau to the bench. Williams short. 3-point lead for the Grims. 4:35 to go. Second half. Curley with it. Guarded by Hills. Hayes on the dribble. St. Jean. Hands off to Philliston. Philliston, elbow, fadeaway, no good. Rebound tipped up and laid up underneath by Hayes. 1-point game. Hills with it. Brings it back out. Hills driving. Hills throws it up, no good. But he was fouled on the way in, and Hills will go to the line and shoot a pair. Grims up by 1 with under 4 minutes to go. Michael Hills to the line for the second time today. Foul on St. Jean. Makes the first one. Hills getting on the score sheet for the first time in this one. Putting the Grims up by 2. 3:57 remaining. That was the 10th foul of the half called against Framingham State. Hills made them both. Grims by 3. Under 4 minutes to go. Hayes on the dribble. Guarded by Strazieri. To St. Jean. Vachon, foul line. Vachon driving. Blocked! Ah, great block there by Monteo. Luke Monteo out of Tewksbury, Mass. with the block. 13 seconds left on the shot clock. Pressure on the inbound pass, and the slam attempt there, no good, and a foul called. As the ball was inbounded to Philliston, he missed the slam dunk attempt. And a foul called here on Philliston, and he is out of the ball game. So he misses the dunk, and he fouls out, putting Williams on the line for two. Philliston is gone with 17 points. Not a good sequence that time for Philliston. Williams. Good. .24 for Alex Williams. Grims by 4. Missed that second opportunity. 4-point lead for the Grims. Under 3.5 to go in regulation. They swing it around to St. Jean. Philliston is gone. St. Jean up and good. St. Jean now with 7. He's averaging 16.8 on the season. Hills to Strazieri. They get it over the divisional line. Hills to Williams. Williams with it beyond the perimeter. Has it knocked away. Williams recovers. Back to Hills. Hills, Strazieri. Strazieri down low to Lee in the paint. Lee back to Strazieri. Strazieri to Lee. Lee beyond the perimeter. 3 seconds left on the shot clock. Turnaround shot by Lee. No good. Rebound. And it's going to be a hell ball, and it will go to the Grims on the alternating possession with 2:44 left in this one. Lee will put the ball in play on the baseline. Lee looking, gets it out deep. Strazieri. Hills thought about a three. Back to Strazieri. Hills drops it off for Lee. Hills for Lee. Lee in the paint. Throws it up. It's blocked. And we get a whistle and a foul called. Lee commits the foul. That is his first. That'll be a 2-shot foul here for Marshall Curley, who has not been to the line today. Makes the first one. 1-point game with 2.5 minutes to go here in regulation. As Monteo goes to the bench. Second one up. Tie game. Curley now with 11. Stovall comes back in for the Grims. Hills goes to the bench. Tie ball game here, 60-60. Strazieri, head to Stovall, to Williams. Williams, bounce pass, hit Lee. Stovall drives, lays it up and in! Stovall puts the Grims back on top, 62-60. As we come down, 2 minutes to play in this one. Johnson with it. And offensive foul! Offensive foul on Johnson. Grims will take over. Strazieri on the dribble to Lee. Lee beyond the arc to Strazieri. Williams with it. Stovall to Lee at the elbow. Back out. Strazieri. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Strazieri to Lee. Lee for three. Bingo! Lee for three, and the Grims lead it by 5 with 1:32 remaining. Tyson Lee for three. Wow, what a ball game here this afternoon at Bridgers Gymnasium. So glad you could be with us for this one. But we still have lots of basketball left here. Minute 32 remaining in the second half. Foul will mean 2 shots at the line for both teams. Both teams in the double bonus now. 65-60 your score. Grims led it 33-27 at the intermission. In this half, Grims with 32 points and 33 for Framingham State. Very intense ball game early in the season between these two teams. Framingham State coming in at 3-1. Grims at 0-2. .132 remaining. As Vachon will put the ball in play for Framingham State. Hayes with it. Guarded by Stovall, who's done a brilliant job all day on the defensive end and just hit a key hoop. St. Jean. Knocked away by Lee. Now Hayes with it. Pitches back out to Johnson. 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Johnson goes behind the back. Shot up and good. Calvin Johnson with his first hoop of the day to cut the lead to 3 with under a minute to go. Strazieri with it. Strazieri driving. Stovall, pull up, no good. Rebound taken down by Framingham State. Johnson with it. His shot around, no good. Rebound St. Jean, up and in. Timeout. Charlie Mason takes a timeout with 37.9 seconds remaining. Grims up by 1 at 65-64. We'll see what the strategy is here. And who takes the court with 37.9 seconds remaining. Grims with a 1-point lead in this one. Looking for that first victory of the season here this afternoon in front of a very supportive home crowd here at Bridges Gymnasium. Grims will be back in action Tuesday night at Plymouth State. And then back here a week from Tuesday to take on Lesley University out of Massachusetts. Well, here we go. 37.9 seconds remaining in this one. Kyle Philliston, one of Framingham State's top players, fouled out moments ago. And we'll see what the strategy is here on both sides. Hills out there, along with Lee, Gameau, Strazieri, and Williams. The inbound pass, I'm sure, by Lee will be contested by St. Jean to a certain extent. Now Lee runs the baseline, gets it into Hills. Hills trapped. And a foul called, or timeout taken. Timeout taken there by Hills. Now 35.2 seconds remaining, 28 seconds left on the shot clock. Hills, they called the timeout, feeling that probably would not have been able to make it over the divisional line in time. And the Grims would have had to turn it over. So the timeout was taken by New England College. Leading by 1 at 65-64. Each team in the double bonus. As we resume, again, Strazieri, Lee, Gameau, Hills, and Williams. Alex Williams today with a monster game. 24 points and a bunch of rebounds. I can't tell you how many because I don't know, but he has been tremendous under the glass today. Gamo will put the ball in play from the sideline. Looking, gets it into Strazieri. Strazieri ahead to Gamo. Gamo over the timeline. They made it. Gamo drives, and he's fouled. And Nick Gamo will go to the line and shoot a pair. Foul called on Johnson. Calvin Johnson picking up his third. It'll be 2 shots for Nick Gamo, who has not been to the foul line today. 27.1 seconds remaining in this one. First one up, short. Gamo will have one more opportunity. Timeout taken by Framingham State in an effort to, one, talk things over, but secondly, to freeze Gamo a little bit before he takes his second foul shot here. Grims by 1 with 27.1 seconds remaining, and Nick Gamo, the graduate student out of Enfield, Connecticut, will have one more at the charity stripe once this timeout comes to an end. Gamo, one more. First trip to the line today for Nick. And this nail-biter of a ball game in Henniker. One more for Gamo. No good. Framingham State can hold it for the last shot. Hayes to the hoop, lay it up and in. Hayes with the hoop to put the Rams on top. Here's Strazieri. 10 seconds to go. Gamo with it to Strazieri. Strazieri driving, now down low, underneath, in the paint. Ball stolen away by Hayes, and that'll do it. And Framingham State comes back to win this one by a final of 66-65. Very tough loss for the Grims here today, who battled hard from the start, defended well, executed well, but in the end, fall 1 point short. 66-65, the final score in this one, as the Grims drop to 0-3 on the season, and Framingham State goes to 4-1. A team that did not have the lead for much of this game, but unfortunately they had it when it counted the most, and that's when time expired here at Bridgers Gymnasium. Monster game today for Alex Williams with unofficially 24 points. He had to have, we're going to get the final stats. We'll just hold on till we get the final stats here. But game one by the Framingham State University Rams by 1 point on that late hoop by Hayes. Alex Williams today, 24 points and 14 rebounds to go along with the 3 assists. So Grims lose it here by a final of 66-65. Next up, Plymouth State, Tuesday night in Plymouth, and then home a week from Tuesday against Lesley University. Again, the final score from Bridges Gymnasium this afternoon, the Framingham State University Rams 66, and the New England College Pilgrims 65. I'm Ken Cale. Have a great Saturday, everybody.